Okay, in the previous video you saw we defined a select method for our object data source control. In this video I will show that apart from the select method, list of authors method, we defined update author as well as delete author methods. Now our business layer class supports selecting the data from the database table using the method list of authors, which returns a data table. It supports updating a author. This author data class object will be sent by the data bound control. In our example it is data grid. Delete authors also similar. The data grid control will send the record that needs to be deleted. It sends that through object data source to our business layer class method delete author. Once we write these two methods, the first step is build the website. Once build is succeeded, we need to set one important property for delete method should work. In selecting the data grid control, and let us specify the key name for this data grid control. Data key name. I am specifying the primary key column name. If your primary key is a combination of more than one column, then you should separate that and form a list by using the comma separated list. Suppose if there are 3 columns that forms a primary key, place all 3 columns here with a comma in between them. Okay, in the code window you saw we defined two new methods. One is for the update operation and another one is for the delete operation. In the object data source, we previously defined select operation. Now we will define other two operations. Choose configure data source. To business object which is already selected when we defined the select operation. This time we are going to define update operation. I'm going here and selecting the update author method. Insert, I'm leaving it to you to explore it yourself. Delete. So I picked both the methods newly written on update and delete tab. Now we define the data methods for select, update and delete. and our object data source is capable enough of doing all three operation except the insert one. I'm clicking finish. So object data source is modified. Now we will rebind the grid with the new operation or with the updated object data source control. When I click the quick property window, you see two new addition to the window. One is enable editing and another one is enable deleting. This enable editing is coming now because we specified the update operation through the object data source. Once I turned on, you see a edit here. Once you place a check mark on enable deleting, you will see a delete option here. Now we will rebuild the project, then we will run the example. Build is succeeded. I'm accessing the example.aspx page. Let me maximize it. Now I will modify the author whose first name reads as Anne. I'm changing it to Anne and I will do the update. So now it is changed to Annie. I will select the author ID and we will query the database to see this key is added to the author first name. To see in the result the name is changed to Annie. To look at the delete operation, I will insert a new record so that we won't get any constraint violation or any other bug that is related to the constraint when we are trying to delete this record. As this is the new row we are inserting, we can easily go ahead and check the delete operation for this row without worrying about the constraint violation or any other stuff. So it shows that a new record is inserted. We'll go and refresh our page to see this new record. Here you see a new record is displayed. Hudson, this is what we inserted. Now we will check the delete operation. Once I click delete, you see that the grid is updated and the data is gone. Let's go ahead and look at in SQL Server. So I'm executing this select query again, the highlighted one. It shows there is no record, 0 rows affected. That means the record got deleted. So in this article you learned how do you use the object data source with the data grid control. I'll see you all in the next article.